Hi everyone, welcome to my next live. Hi everyone, welcome to my next live. So I'm coming to you on Facebook and YouTube. So I've got a couple of viewers on YouTube. Hi, welcome. So I'm coming to you on YouTube on my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings, and on Facebook, my Facebook group, Rhonda's Readings and Rocks. So, oh hi Kerry, welcome. You're my first Facebook viewer. Hi. Okay, so I'm coming to you live on Facebook, my group Rhonda's Readings and Rocks, and YouTube, Rhonda's Readings. I can see the Facebook viewers. I can't see the YouTube viewers. I can see that people are watching on YouTube, but I can't actually see you unless you make a comment. So my name's Rhonda Kelly. I'm a psychic medium. What I do during these lives is I answer any psychic questions that you may have. So feel free to ask questions if you'd like some guidance in your life about love and relationships. By the way, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. If you have any questions about love and relationships or career or family or lost objects or pets or anything like that, feel free to ask. So the YouTube viewers can just type in your question. You don't need to ask permission to ask a question. You can just type it in and I'll endeavour to answer that. What I do in the lives, I just answer just brief questions. I just tell you what I pick up psychically. I have some little oracle cards here with me, so I'll use them if I'm drawn to them. Otherwise, I'll just answer telling you what I pick up. So feel free to ask questions. All right, so we've got some new viewers on Facebook. We've got Eileen. Hi Liam. Hi, thanks for joining me. Okay, so everyone's being very shy and quiet. Either that or your lives are perfect and you have no questions. But feel free to ask me any. Hi, welcome back, Liam. Eileen, am I going to get your ring back? Yes, I do feel that you'll get your ring back. I feel like it's that was a ring I picked up that had fallen outside. I still feel like it's outside. It's fallen in the same way that it fell last time. So yeah, I do feel like you're going to get it back. As in, I feel like when you'll get it back, it'll be sort of like it'll have dirt or dust on it, kind of thing. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Eileen. Hi, Troy, welcome. Thank you so much for your comment saying, telling everyone I'm wonderful. So thank you. Can you see my head getting bigger? All right, so I'm coming to you on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so I've got a question on YouTube from Slapback One. Hi, Rhonda. My wife wanted me to check out your channel and ask my burning question, if that's okay. Yeah, absolutely, Slapback. Feel free to ask. And thank your wife for referring me. Yeah, I feel the same, Eileen. It's just in a different place than it was before. Oh, thank you, Troy. Hi, Yusaika. Welcome to YouTube. So for those watching my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings, please like my video, please subscribe, and please hit the notification button, and feel free to share my channel if you think anyone else would like a reading. It doesn't matter where you're based. Turns out from my YouTube, on YouTube, in case you didn't know, I can look at my analytics and see where people are watching from. It's pretty cool, actually. I've got people watching from the US, Canada, and South Africa. So not just Australia. So that's pretty cool, I think, just from YouTube. So that's very exciting. Okay, so feel free to ask questions to the Facebook viewers. I'm waiting on Slapback to ask me his burning question. So for those of you who don't know, I've got a Valentine's Day special. I've actually got 2 Valentine's Day specials to announce. In case you don't know, I'm on Psychic TV Australia. If you look on the website psychictvaustralia.com.au, my PIN is 9897. So you can call the PTV lines to have a psychic reading with me. The PTV rate is normally $4 a minute. So, for example, if you had a 10-minute reading, you'd pay $40 for that 10-minute reading. But what they're actually doing in or for Valentine's Day, from 7 o'clock this morning until 7 o'clock Sunday morning. So Valentine's Day and Saturday until Sunday morning, the rate is actually $3 a minute. So the PTV rate has dropped by 25%. So it'll be $30 to have a 10-minute reading instead of 40. So that's the first Valentine's Day special. And I've been logged in today and I've been quite busy. So people are taking advantage of that special. So that's great. If you can get a discount, why not? All right, so that was the first special. The second special is actually it's for Valentine's Day, and it's also to announce that I have a shop on my website. So my website is rhondasreadings.com. So if you have a look at rhondasreadings.com/shop, or just click on the shop tab, I normally do an email reading for one psychic question, and you can send in a photo or your date of birth with that. I normally charge $50 for that reading. What I'm actually doing for Valentine's Day, so for the next week, is I'm doing a love-related question only for $30 instead of $50. So that's a 40% discount for that. And I'm offering that sale for someone you're interested in, or someone you're in a relationship with, or someone, it might be an ex or that sort of thing. As long as it's love-related, I'm happy to honour that $30 deal for that reading. So they're my two specials. All right, so it looks like I'm starting to get questions. Yeah, so that's my news about my email. If you'd like to subscribe to my newsletter, just contact me. My email is psychicmediumrhonda@outlook.com. I'm also on Instagram at psychicrhondakelly. So it's Facebook, YouTube, web, and email. You can contact me. Okay, so I'll go to the YouTube question first. I've seen the Facebook ones. Okay, so Slapback, I said I'd answer your question. A few weeks ago, you had a dream that you met your spirit guide and had a full-on conversation. You're wondering if it was just a dream or an actual occurrence. Thank you. One detail is that the conversation is blurred out for some reason. Thank you again. Okay, so straight away I picked out that you're not seeing something clearly, Slapback. So if your eyesight is blurred, I feel like there's a truth that you're not seeing. I actually feel like your guide's helping you in a matter work-related. I feel like you've got to make a couple of big work-related decisions. And I feel like it's going to be over the next couple of months. So I'm getting, Slapback, I'm getting either February, March or March, April. It's kind of like the energy of the first decision is really building up. And I feel like the second decision will be easier to make after that first. So 100% I feel that was your spirit guide. And I feel like I don't feel like it's your main guide. I feel like it's your guide that helps you with career and finance type thing. I feel like he was helping to guide you. And I actually feel like the dream was around a conversation. And I don't feel like that conversation was work-related, yet the energy felt work-related, sort of like the same number of people that would be in a room if you were to have a meeting. So that's what I'm picking up with you. So 100% I feel like it's your spirit guides. So you can communicate with your spirit guides and tell them how you'd like to be communicated with. So, for example, if that's something you're not seeing properly, they'll blur out your vision. Or if it's something that you're not understanding or you're not hearing, get them to like touch your forehead or touch your ear. So you can certainly ask about that to help them guide you to understand that message. So that's what I feel that was about, Slapback. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, so I've got a few more questions on Facebook, but I'll answer the other question on YouTube first before I go back. So Yesiah, hi, he said hello to me. What does Marek want to tell you regarding his feelings for him? Do you need birth dates? No, that's okay. Thanks, Slapback. I hope that made sense. I do actually teach psychic development as well. Contact me if you want to know more about that. I can do that. If you're overseas, I can do that on WhatsApp or Skype or that sort of thing. But sort of help you sort of understand the messages that your guides are for you and practice your psychic abilities. So you say, no, I don't need your birth dates. I actually picked up that you're female, but you're quite a masculine female, as in you're really someone who is a doer rather than a thinker. Like you actually like to be proactive and do things. I feel like he's the question you've asked in his feelings for you feels like a curiosity about you, but it also feels like a bit of a hesitation, almost like I want to move forward, but I'm hitting a wall and I need to take a breath before I can step forward. So he's got a sort of I don't know whether there's a bit of sort of anxiety with him, or he's got to kind of take a breath to be able to voice his feelings. Is what I'm feeling. But there's definitely a curiosity about you. You've sparked his interest. Something I feel like I don't know whether you're a quirky person or there's something like there's interesting facts about you. So I feel like that's sort of he's interested in you is what I'm picking up. So yeah, I feel like there is a curiosity about you, and it's more. I feel like he'd want to know more about you before taking it further, because he's a bit sort of hesitant, and you'll see when he's really feeling overwhelmed or something. He really like takes a breath is what I'm feeling. All right, so thank you for those 2 YouTube videos that asked questions. There's a few more people watching. If you want to ask a question, you don't have to ask me to ask a question, just ask what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to Facebook land to answer those questions. Great, thank you. Thanks for that, appreciated. All righty. Oh, Troy said I'm rocking it worldwide. Well, what do you expect, Troy? I'm pretty awesome. Okay, so Gianna from Facebook has asked anything for you. What's going on with your feet, Gianna? Suddenly my feet just felt really cold. So either that's a metaphor for you having cold feet, and I also feel like you're not able to speak up as much as you'd like to right now. Sorry. And I feel a bit emotional tuning into your energy. I feel like I actually feel like it's a family situation. There's a lot of frustration with you. You're not really overwhelming. You're not able to speak your truth around family situation, and you feel like you're not being listened to, and it's really frustrating and really draining for you. I feel like you've got cold feet about taking action about this situation, but I feel like you need to make sure your feet are moving one step forward at a time. You've got to do that. Okay, so just finding a card for you. I picked it at one, and then another one fell out. So this is the card that fell out. Be positive. This is the card that I picked out for you. Vulnerability. As in, I feel like you're quite vulnerable in this situation. It almost feels like you've gone back to a childlike, excuse me, a childlike sort of energy where you're the little kid that you can't sort of speak. Excuse me, sort of you can't sort of speak your mind, kind of thing. Excuse me. So I feel like you need to just make sure you're taking a step forward and you're speaking your truth, doing a little bit each time until it gets easier. All right, so thanks, Gianna. I hope that helps sense. Liam has asked, am I going to meet someone within the next 6 months, and what can I see in general? I do feel like you will meet someone. I don't feel like it's the guy that I think it was you that asked about someone previously, but I don't feel like that was a good match. Yeah, I'm not feeling anything sort of like romantic, like head over heels in love. I don't feel like it's anything like that. I feel like you're really working on yourself in the next 6 months. I feel like it'll be after 6 months, is what I'm picking up. I actually feel like you've got a bit of a cold or something, Liam. I don't know whether that's around you, but I just feel like you need to shake it out. Like, I don't know whether when you're singing, you're sort of hunched over or something, but you need to sort of watch your posture and make sure you get up and shake that out, is what I'm picking up. All right, thank you for that, Liam. Okay, so we've got some new viewers. We've got Grace, we've got Tia. Thanks for watching. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, Grace. Thank you, likewise. Hi, Joan. How are you? All right, and I've actually just posted out my February newsletter. If you are not on my mailing list but you'd like to join, just email me at psychicmediumrhonda@outlook.com. Feel free to join my mailing list. And that I talked about those Valentine's Day specials I've got going on. And I also talk about my tour dates and that sort of thing. And also for YouTube viewers, I actually, once a month, I pull out a winner of an email reading valued at $50 for people who are subscribed to my channel. So the winner for February was Prune Dance 1. So if you're watching Prune Dance 1, contact me because you've won a free email reading. So feel free to subscribe and you'll go into the March draw for that. Okay, so Kerry has asked, I know Paul has something to tell me about love. LOL, to get it. I keep seeing eyes, laughing my ass off. God, actually, no, I don't get it, Kerry. I'm sorry. Does that make me blonde? My blondness is sort of growing out a bit. Unless you're talking about John Paul Young, Lovers in the Air. John Paul Young, who looks like my Uncle Roy, by the way, is a spitting image to my uncle. No relation to him, but it's really weird. Sorry, I don't actually get what you're asking, Kerry. I don't mean to be rude. I'm not trying to be funny by saying I don't get it. I literally don't get it. So if you can ask a question, a serious question, I'll answer it. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for watching. Yeah, absolutely, Liam. So that's confirmation of what I just said. He wasn't the right match for you. Yeah, 100% Joan, forget him. Amanda has asked any messages for you. I feel like lots. I feel like loads. Sort of. First one I got is relax. You've been working towards the completion of a project, is what I'm picking. The energy I feel like with you, I feel a bit sort of almost like a bit nervous and a bit sort of agitated. You know the feeling of when you're at uni and or college and you've got exams coming up and you've done sort of most of your exams, but you got one or two left like a week later, and you kind of, it's almost like, oh my God, is it over yet? I've done so much work, but it's still not over. You've still got work to do. So I feel like that sort of energy with you. But I do feel like you need to have a bit more of a balance with the perseverance and the relaxation. So you've certainly persevered, and I feel like the hard work is starting to pay off. But I do feel like you need to relax and have a bit more of a balance with things, is what I'm feeling. So I hope that makes sense to you, Amanda. I feel like you're almost there. And I'm getting the second week in March is this sort of final completion date. It's not sort of now, it's almost like a month. It's less than a month away, is what I'm feeling. All right. So thanks for that comment, Amanda, and to Joan replying to Liam. Okay, I'm just going to head back to YouTube just to answer one question. So Brenvilla has asked, you were not here that long ago asking about synchronicities, but you're not here for yourself. What can you tell me about Addison? This is for his family. But I also feel like there was a lot of life left. So I hope that makes sense. I normally get clarity as to whether they're past or in the living, but I'm actually feeling with Addison, I'm feeling sort of both kind of thing. It's really kind of weird. That's what I'm feeling with Addison. I feel like there was a charitable aspect to his personality, like he did quite a lot to help other people. The card I picked out for Addison was brilliance. Discover your brilliance. There was a lot he had to offer other people, and it was almost like a selfless ability to help other people. Is what I'm picking up. I also feel like Addison was very hard on himself. Like, wasn't someone who let love in for himself, but was happy to help other people, guide other people in love. I feel like Addison was very psychic and very intuitive, almost had that natural sort of healing ability of knew when someone needed help, but didn't necessarily help himself, is what I'm picking up. So please let me know if that made sense to you. It's a little little conflicted what I picked up. And I'm just suddenly feeling, it's only 4:30 here in Sydney. I'm suddenly tuning out to Addison's energy. I'm feeling really hungry, like I could suddenly eat like a 4-course meal kind of thing. So I don't know what that diet or craving of food had to do with Addison. But if you could let me know, please. Thanks, Brenda. Hi, Jada. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm just going to head back to Facebook land. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for watching. Hi, Jenna. Thanks for watching. Happy birthday to you and your husband. Yeah, Joan, I did say Prune Dance. She was the winner of my February email reading. My February email reading. Oh, hi, Kerry. So Paul is in spirit. Paul feels like hi, Robert. Thanks for watching. Paul feels like a naughty brother, like a mischievous sort of just happy-go-lucky. And the reason why I'm feeling brother is because my brother has come forward. My brother was a larrikin, would just say, actually, Robert, that's interesting that you've just joined in because your energy is very similar to my brother's. And he's just stood there shaking his head because he wasn't gay. So my brother's saying he's not like you because he wasn't gay, but like the sort of the fun, the playfulness energy is what I'm feeling. And then he's now my brother's rolling his eyes at me and sort of agreeing with me, seeing what I'm getting at. But yeah. So Kerry, the energy of Paul feels like your brother. Yeah, I'm not picking up anything. I know it's Valentine's Day, but I'm not picking up any love interests in your energy, Kerry. No, not feeling that. Yeah, but Paul's saying he's there to give you a hug. It's not the same, but he's saying he's there to give you a hug. Not your brother. Why do I feel like it's a brother-like energy? Why is my brother coming forward? I'm wondering what the significance is into that. God, now I can't speak. Was there an issue with Paul not being able to speak properly towards the end? Why am I feeling like I'm slurring my words kind of thing? I don't know what that is. But he's like giving you a hug, like a strong bloke's hug, like a, it's like he had big arms. It was quite strong, is what I'm feeling. So that's interesting. A brother-like energy is in sort of almost like someone who would kind of like take the mickey out of you kind of thing, but laugh because he'd want to see you laughing is what I'm feeling. Okay, happy Valentine's Day, Robert. Thank you. Wow, beautiful, Grace. I know that you've just had a granddaughter, so congratulations. The family I picked out for you, the card I picked out for you is family, so very cute. I actually feel like there's another grandchild coming towards the end of the year, so I don't know whether, so what are we, February now? I feel like there's someone trying to conceive, so there's going to be another one at the end of the year or the announcement of another one. It doesn't feel like the one who just had the child. I can see that. Yeah, I can't see that, but I feel like another grandchild coming your way. Oh, that was your partner. So was he almost like a practical joker would make you laugh? So yeah, like my brother's come forward, but he's not sort of saying much. So then you realised he was noticing, kind of thing. And it's like he was empathic, had an empathic connection with you, in that he'd really try to make sure that you were happy, like would go over the top to do something funny if you needed cheering up, kind of thing, or do something really romantic that seemed a spur of the moment, but he put a lot of planning into it, is what I'm feeling, Kerry. All right, so I'll get to Troy and Robert shortly. I'm just going to go back to YouTube. So Priya, hi Priya, and hi Kerry. Priya has asked if, oh, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, Priya. You would like to know, who will you marry? Do you see any possibility of marrying the person from another country? Yeah, absolutely. And I actually feel like that's more of a possibility, Priya, that you'll marry someone from a different country. I feel like you have an inquisitive mind. You've got a knack for languages as well, so you would, it would be quite a good fit for you. I don't feel like you're overly conservative, as in you're more. Is it interesting? Is a political connection, either with you or with him, with your future partner. But I do feel like it'll be an overseas connection. Okay, and Kerry has asked who's coming to you in love in the next couple of months. I feel like it'd be sooner than that. I don't feel like it's 2 months away. I'm actually getting 3 weeks. And it's almost like a holiday. There's a holiday sort of connection. So either you're going away in a few weeks, or you'll meet someone who's on holiday vacationing near you. So it feels like there's a holiday sort of connection around that love interest. As in, I feel like it'll be sort of like a, like it doesn't feel like it'll be someone you're dating close to you. It'll be someone that you'll sort of have to phone or then have to visit and see. And you. Alrighty, so Troy has asked if there's anything in the way of love for you. No, wow, isn't this terrible? It's Valentine's Day and I'm not picking up, I'm not feeling the love. Just going to tune into, I'm just going to pull a card with that. I'm actually being told Benalla. I feel like there's a connection with someone from Benalla. So that's a bit, so where's Benalla? That's near, like if you're driving from Albury to Melbourne, it's sort of more of the Albury side, like Benalla near Yarrawonga, in Victoria. I'm being drawn to Benalla actually. And I hate to say this, Troy, but it feels like it's a woman who burps a lot. Doesn't sound very romantic. Like she's sort of someone who, almost like she eats like Queen Victoria, like eats too quickly, and sort of like just burps kind of thing. Yeah, so I don't know if you know anyone in Benalla, but it's really weird, but that's what I'm picking up. And the card I picked up is allow flow and synchronicity in your life, the coral card. Yeah, I've been to Benalla. I've travelled extensively around Victoria. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up. So I feel like with the card, it's more for you, sort of enjoying life. But it will be interesting if you meet any ladies or have any lady friends and they talk about Benalla or are from Benalla. I feel like that's there's a bit of an interesting connection there with you. All right, but thank you for that. Robert, I feel like it's not a Mr. Right, but a Mr. Right now. I feel like you'll have someone like that in your energy, and I actually feel like you'll be the one calling the shots, sort of working out whether it's in your interest or not. I actually feel like you're going to be more selective, Robert. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, and that's like a something happening next March. I feel with you, Robert. That's okay, Troy. Thank you for that. So let me know if there's anyone with the connection. If they don't live in Benalla, it's a conversation about Benalla or something like that. Yeah. And the card I pulled out, allowing flow and synchronicity, Troy, is about just sort of going with the flow. So if you hear Benalla coming up in a conversation, enjoying that conversation kind of thing. Okay, so that's the Facebook questions. The YouTube questions. So Priya's asked about what his profession is. The only thing I picked up was a political connection. So that could be, a politician or a council member, like someone who's got someone who's either involved in politics or has an interest in politics. So as in someone who advocates for change or for the betterment of people, Priya. I feel there's sort of a social a social connection with him is what I'm feeling, Priya. So I hope that helps. Okay, so still got YouTube viewers and Facebook. Yes, that's how you live, going with the flow, take each day as it comes. Beautiful, Troy. Yeah, and I feel like it's taken you a little while to get to that stage. Yeah, because it's like, you know, you didn't expect your life to sort of be like this. It's almost like you did but you didn't, kind of thing. But you're in the you're in the flow. But that's a beautiful philosophy to that. Oh, and Joan agrees with me. Good philosophy. Thank you, Joan. Yeah, absolutely, Robert. I feel like you're the one who's setting, who's the one saying no, basically, and setting limits to what you want and how you'd like to be treated. Yeah, 100%. I actually feel like you would connect better with someone who's quite intellectual. And I know, Robert, that you're fun-loving and all the rest of it, but there's certainly that hidden depth to you. And I feel like someone intellectual would be just that, and you'd sort of connect on that intellectual level. So I can actually see you having more of a friendship before a relationship kind of thing. I feel like that's sort of the type of connection that would be really well suited to you. Yeah, so I hope that helps, Robert. Yeah, absolutely, Troy. I mean, it's you know, it's really just your lot in life, but you're enjoying living each day as a bonus health-wise. Yeah, I can understand why you're saying that. Yeah, absolutely, Joan. Life never turns out the way we planned, and you know, the universe has ways of making that really bloody obvious to us. In that, you know, sometimes the harder you try to push for something, the more it gets thrown in your face, kind of thing. And it's and my guides use a lot of humor with me. You know, it's really like to the point where so for example, I had a day in Melbourne. I had an exam, I had a job interview, and what else did I have? I had 3 really quite. Oh, I think I had to go to my ex's house to collect things, and he was just being a dick about things. So I had 3 things going on, and I just got to the point where I was so stressed. I was sitting in my car and I'm thinking, oh my God, what if I do? And I was getting myself really worked out. I was really stupid. And I could hear my guides just saying, and my brother actually saying, you know, calm down and all the rest of it. And I actually went to start my car wouldn't start. So that was their way of saying, no, the time that I left, I actually had better timing to be able to get to all the places I had to drive to. I think I'd done my interview and my exam or something, and I had to go to the exercise or something. Like, it was just, yeah. So you know, the universe has ways of sort of slowing us down and just putting things in perspective for us. Yeah. So I just felt like that was relevant to sort of what I talked about with Troy and Robert in particular on Facebook. Beautiful colours. I love all the love hearts on Valentine's Day. Okay, so I've just got another question on YouTube. Oh, thank you. You just liked and subscribed, LOL. Thank you. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for watching. All right, so yeah, absolutely, you can ask a question. So for those of you who don't know, on YouTube, I do have a competition every month. I've just drawn the February winner, and the person who subscribes to my YouTube channel goes in a draw to win a free email reading valued at $50. Okay, so LOL has asked, does Kay Todoa love me? Your name is Katia. Yeah, what I'm getting is that he loves you in his own way. It does feel like it's a pure intent. It is a good intent. But I feel like he's a very almost like a very sort of particular person. So it's like, as in, I don't feel like he's very accommodating. So what I'm feeling like in a relationship sense, he's very certain about how he likes things and sort of the lifestyle that he lives, kind of thing. So I feel like you, as long as those sort of lifestyle decisions suit you, I feel that you would be suitable to him. But yeah, I do feel like there is a feeling of love towards you. So I hope that makes sense to you, LOL. Yeah, my clock has definitely, thanks, Joan. That's a clock I made, by the way, in high school woodwork, and it stopped. But it's actually stopped because I took the battery out. I just, I love it. But in this place that we're staying, the clock actually, it's a really, really small. Rent in Sydney is ridiculous, so it's a very small place that we're renting, and the clock ticking, the noise of it actually drove me insane. My husband didn't even notice. I don't know how, but I couldn't actually stand having it because I could hear it whenever there's a battery in that clock and it's going. I can hear it in every single part of this flat. So I took the battery out. So yeah, thanks for noticing that the clock has stopped, Joan. Wow, talk about synchronicities, Robert, just reading that. Okay, hi, Kim, thanks for watching. Oh, we've got a bit of a bromance going on between Robert and Troy. Well, it is Valentine's Day. Okay, so I've just got a question on YouTube. Kerry has asked, do I feel if your ex is the one that will be reaching out to you? Okay, sorry, I'm just going to read that again. I feel like I haven't understood. Do you feel it is my ex that will be the one reaching out to you? Okay, so as opposed to you reaching out. I feel like no, but I feel like it should be. And the message I got told is treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen. And I normally don't encourage people to play games or anything like that. I like to be open and sort of put perspective on what he wants. And I feel like he does want you, but he's sort of not, he doesn't sort of realise that. Because it's almost like he's got to feel that he needs to work for your love and your attention. So that's what I'm feeling. I feel like no, but you have the power to make it that it's not you, if that makes sense. Okay, so Lightworker Jeff has said, what's going to happen soon in your life that will help you grow spiritually? I got told that you're clairaudient, so you've got an ability to hear your guides and to hear spirit, is what I'm feeling. You've also, and you can practice psychometry. I've got on my blog, rhondasreadings.com, I've written a blog about psychometry, and that's reading the energy of objects, particularly metallic objects like keys or jewelry. I feel like you can practice. So basically, you can practice your own psychic abilities and your own spiritual skills. So if you were to, when you're catching up with friends, actually hold an item with them and then tell them what you pick up. So you're able to do that yourself. So I feel like you can practice your abilities. And I feel like when you do psychometry, you actually pick up smells as well. So that's what I do. So for example, the most recent time I picked up smell was I felt a item of jewelry was a kind of like a pendant type thing, and it felt like it had a spiritual significance, and I could smell the bushfire. And I said, you were given this during a ceremony around a fire, and that's actually what it was. But I could smell the fire when I held the object tuning into psychometry. So I feel like you're able to do that. So in answer to your question in what will happen in your life to help you grow spiritually, I actually feel like you need to put a spin on that and practice your spiritual gifts. And that's going to help you recognize the signs and synchronicities in that. So thanks for that. I sometimes pick up on past lives, Jeff. I'm not picking up on anything with you or anyone else here tonight. I sort of have to really tune in a bit more to that because I don't normally do it. yeah, so in answer to your question, I'm not picking up anything. Okay, so last question on YouTube before I go back to Facebook. Darinka has again, or find out who he is. I'm getting a no. I feel like no. I feel like that was just a one-off is what I'm picking up. No, I actually feel like you will find out who he is, but I don't feel that there's a strong connection there or that you're necessarily going to see him again. That's okay. Like, that's my YouTube questions. So feel free to like my video, my live feed, and also hit. Okay, all right. So yeah, absolutely, Robert. You don't want to play games. Okay, I think I've missed a few Facebook comments. Okay. All right, my computer's just feeling really hot, and my brother's still with me. Just told me my computer's overheating, so I hope I don't lose you suddenly. Yeah, yes, Joan. Past lives are fascinating. I've actually done a blog, a vlog, sorry, on my YouTube channel, meeting Paul Williamson. I forget which numbered one it is. I think it's number 7 or around there. And I basically talked to Paul Williamson, who is a past life therapist, a hypnotist. He's written about 8 books. Yeah, written about 8 books. Fascinating guy, but have a look at the YouTube video. He's absolutely fascinating. I had a past life regression with him, and I saw, I could smell. I was amazed at how vivid it was, and it was basically a past life where I was just really poor. I had no shoes on. I was poor. I was cold. I was hungry, and I was working in the kitchen of a big castle type thing. And it was relevant to a family situation I was going through at the time, and feeling not loved and not appreciated for all the work I've done. So it was actually relevant to the situation I went through. Yes, Jada, you feel free to ask a question. You don't need to ask, by the way, to ask a question. Just ask. All right. Thank you to the people who have subscribed and liked my video, like my live feed already. Yes, Troy. That's what DNA stands for, National Dyslexic Association. Not what is it? Deoxyribonucleic acid, or deoxyribonucleic acid. There's 2 ways of saying it. Yes, I did a science degree about 20-something years ago, so you got to remember those worthless bits of information, don't you? I actually did quite a lot of genetics, actually looked at all sorts of things that can go wrong with genetics, and yeah, it's absolutely fascinating, but unless you sort of work in the field, it's and it's one of those things that doesn't, so much changes so quickly that, 20-something years ago, my knowledge isn't current. Like, there's been so much research in that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Joan, I can understand that you can't afford to live in Sydney. Okay, so I think I'm caught up with the Facebook questions. If I've missed any, feel free to ask. All right, so I'll be going for another 10 minutes or so, so feel free to ask any more questions. I have another question on YouTube. I Love Tarot's Mail has asked, how will M. Morris feel after seeing my Instagram story? Confused, I feel. I feel like M. Morris has a bit of a self-esteem issue. Yeah, as in, the energy I'm feeling is like if I was to read something and feel like it's directly aimed at me or directly my fault, kind of thing. Yeah, so I feel like there's a bit of it's almost like the feeling of M. Morris. I feel like and it feels like a male energy. It feels like quite a sensitive male energy. It feels like he's if you think of sort of someone's awareness or consciousness in that, their understanding of how their behavior affects others, I feel like he's level is quite low. Oh, it's a female. Okay, so that's interesting. So it felt like a sensitive male. So that it's just the energy I tuned into. Okay, so it's a female. It feels like her awareness of her behaviour and how it affects other people is quite low. So I feel like that's the reason why she'd take your Instagram story personally. Just feeling like it's directed at her, but it's not necessarily. I feel like some of it is, but not all of it, kind of thing. And it feels like you've sort of made the story to help her understand, but I feel like her level of awareness is so low that it's sort of not going to happen. It's like you're not going to achieve the result that you, or the message that you're trying to relay to her. I feel like it's not going to get through to her. So I hope that makes sense. So Jada has asked, any spirit messages for you and your manifestations coming true? I feel like keep manifesting. I feel like it's gathering momentum. It's sort of been slow, but you've got to keep up the pace in manifesting to put that out there. And I feel like you can be making decisions to help make that happen as well. Like as in, you can be a bit proactive in decisions you're making as well to ensure those manifestations come true. Hi, Aruki. Thanks for watching. So please subscribe to my channel. I go live every Tuesday 4 p.m. and Tuesday 7 p.m. and Friday 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm a psychic medium based in Sydney, Australia. All right, so I have some new viewers. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Tinker. Okay, so I believe I've answered the YouTube questions. So thank you for that. Feel free to ask your question if you like. There's no list. I've noticed the YouTube viewer medium. I'm answering any psychic related questions that you have. Okay. So I'm just scrolling through my Facebook to see if I've answered any questions. So Robert has said, I'm such a nerd, but you love me anyway. Well, of course you love me. What's not to love? It's Valentine's Day. Yes, you two should absolutely be friends on Facebook. Absolutely. Cells, yeah, that's funny. Okay. Hey, Tinker. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. Yes, I think Robert, Troy and I do share the same sense of humour. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Thanks for coming by to check me out. So I do lives at 7 o'clock Tuesdays and 4 o'clock Fridays. I come live to Facebook. My Facebook group's Rhonda's Readings and Rocks. And I also am live at the same time on YouTube. My YouTube's channel is Rhonda's Readings. And this is a part of my Rhonda's Readings playlist. For those of you who don't know, I'm also on Instagram at Psychic Rhonda Kelly. I just actually sent out my February newsletter today. So if you're not subscribed to my newsletter and you'd like to be, feel free to comment below or email me your email address. My email address is psychicmediumrhonda@outlook.com. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, you are my talking of people who've subscribed to my YouTube channel. I just announced today, so people who subscribe to my YouTube channel, every month I draw out a winner of a $50 email reading. So my February winner was Prune Dance 1 for YouTube. And Sarah, I believe you were my January winner for my free email reading. I sent out a newsletter for January asking you to contact me. So if you could send me a PM on Facebook, thanks, or email me psychicmediumrhonda@outlook.com, and I can arrange to give you that email reading. Because you actually subscribed to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings, back in January sometime. So you were the winner of that. Okay, so I'm just going to go to to YouTube and answer a question. Say, Iniquity has asked, you've texted a guy named H on Valentine's Day. What's he thinking about me? Will we get a go ahead? I actually feel like he hasn't noticed. I feel like there's a lot of changes around his work going on. I feel like he's just incredibly busy at the moment. And I don't know whether he's in a situation where he works for family or he's got family members at his work. So it almost feels like his energy is like there's no off time from his work to his home life. So I actually feel like he's incredibly busy and he's not sort of noticed your text. That is what I'm feeling. I know that hasn't answered your question, but I feel like he's sort of he's got to have a bit more of a work-life balance, and I feel like that would be better for having a relationship with him anyway. Yeah, I just feel a lot of pressure from his family, like he's got a lot of family sort of pressure, and it's overlaying into the work sort of side of things, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, so I did actually send. So thank you for that question, Iniquity. So yeah, it is just in answer to that. It is just one question. I'm just answering one question per person. Yeah, so thank you, Sarah. Let me know if you received that January newsletter. If you didn't, I'll add you to my mailing list if you're happy for me to do that. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I've got a couple of Valentine's Day specials. I normally do one psychic question email readings for $50 for Valentine's Day. So for today, for the rest of the week, I've actually got a 40% discount. So I'm offering an email reading for love-related questions only. I'm offering the email reading for $30. If you'd like to take advantage of that, you can buy that through my website, rhondasreadings.com and /shop. So I've got a shop, and it's literally the first item that's on sale, the Valentine's Day reading. To do that reading, I will need you to let me know your email address and also your date of birth and the date of birth of anyone that you're asking about. So it could be a current partner, a previous partner, or potential love interest. Either that or a photo would help me tune into that energy. So thank you to the people who've already taken advantage of that. I've been doing email readings today. So my Valentine's Day has been busy doing those, which I'm more than happy to do. So it's obviously got to be love related for that. So that's my first special. My second special is actually through Psychic TV Australia. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a psychic medium who also works on Psychic TV. I man the phone lines. I'm one of the psychics. So if you look at psychictvaustralia.com.au, my PIN number is 9897. The readings for Psychic TV Australia are normally $4 a minute, but at the moment they're actually going to be $3, or they are $3 a minute. So I've also been on the phone lines today. I've been busy because people have taken advantage of that deal. It's 25% off. So, for example, a psychic reading would normally be $40 for 10 minutes, but for Valentine's Day, it's actually $30 for 10 minutes. And that's actually started at 7 o'clock this morning, and it's going to 7 o'clock Sunday morning. If you're watching from outside of Australia, you can also have Valentine's Day specials. So coming to you from Facebook group Rhonda's Readings and Rocks and my YouTube channel Rhonda's Readings. So Sarah, please contact me so you can claim that reading. I'm really happy to see you actually, because I wasn't sure how to contact you. All right, so okay, so Sarah has asked, hi Maria, thanks for watching. So I'm just going to be going for a few minutes. I was going to say another few months, but that's not going to happen. Just another few minutes. Okay, so Sarah, I'll answer this as the last question. Can I give you any insight into whether or not you should sell your parents' house? Yeah, I feel like you should actually. I Okay, just Bill Barney, if you make it quick, because I'm here for another few minutes. I'll answer your question. Okay, Sarah, yeah, I feel like you should sell your parents' house. I feel like it's like an end of an era. You've got to sort of move onwards and upwards. I feel like there's a little bit of disagreement about whether or not you should sell it, but I feel like you should. I feel like it's better for everyone to sort of move on to be able to sell it. I feel like you've got other I feel like there's three sort of main ideas about what to do, whether you're looking at renting it out or like renting out rooms, like renting it out as a whole or renting it out rooms. I actually feel like it's those sorts of things are just too sort of complicated. It's like logistically, like who would be in charge of it and who would, because you'd each sort of disagree. So I do actually feel like you do need to sell it. And I can see that happening this year. I can see it sort of putting it into motion. And I actually don't feel like it's going to be the first real estate agent. I feel like it's you're going to have to be a bit clever about doing that. Almost like pretend you're a buyer going in to find out what their customer service and their sort of product knowledge is like. I feel like you've got to be sort of clever about doing that, because I feel like you're going to you're going to not necessarily pick the first one you go to. All right, so I hope that answers your question, Sarah. Very funny, Troy. All right, so my very last question, Bilbani has asked, hi, Linda, thanks for watching. I'm actually about to finish, but thanks for tuning in. Okay, so my last question for this afternoon, Bilbani on YouTube has asked if you'll get the new job. Yes, I do feel that you will. But I feel it's a bit of a stepping stone to getting that job. It's kind of like it's either a stepping stone or it's the job in a different capacity to what you're thinking is what I'm feeling. So yes, in answer to that question. Okay, so that seems about it. I'm just scrolling up on YouTube. Yeah, I've answered all those questions. And Facebook, I believe I've answered all those questions. So check out my new shop on my website, rhondasreadings.com. Feel free to take advantage of those 2 Valentine's Day specials. And happy Valentine's Day for everyone, whether you're single or committed. Happy Valentine's Day from me to you. My husband's coming home shortly, so we'll probably go and do something for dinner. All right, but happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching. So my next YouTube and Facebook live will be Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Australian time. Okay, so thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye. Bye.